Is it real? It's literally 10:53 p.m. at night. See how dark it is behind me? And I have some friends who don't sleep. This is Josiah and this is Sean, and we are literally going to take an adventure where we are not going to sleep tonight into the wilderness to answer the question for you. Can you really actually believe how big Amazon FBA is? Let's do it. So today, we're answering the question, can you believe how big Amazon FBA is? Really, like it really is. Like how big it is, how big it can get, how much it's growing. And look, this is like, we've already done videos where we've shown screenshots of Seller Central. We've already done a video where we talked about how Amazon is going nowhere. Amazon was the second company to go over $1 trillion in market cap. I keep looking at the screen instead of looking at the lens, so my apologies, okay? But tonight, okay, currently, so the intro of this video was at what, like 10:45? And now it is, hold on, I gotta, now it's 1:45 a.m. As you can see, it's very dark outside. I don't know if you can see because of the glare, but here's what we're doing. Actually, I'm not even gonna tell you what we're doing yet, okay? Because we're doing something really special tonight. It's something I'm really excited about. It's something, so a couple weeks ago with this man right here, Sean, okay? Listen, shout out to Sean. He owns a cigar shop called Dirty Dog Cigar Shop. It's in Pittsburgh. If you're ever in Pittsburgh and want some cigars, go see my main man right here, okay? That's free advertising for you. That's a gift. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I went to Colorado with him and we went and did something and it was incredible. And tonight, we're going to do it again. But tonight, instead of doing it in Colorado, we're doing it in Pennsylvania, okay? And what we're doing tonight is, I really want to use it to kind of explain to you, like, how small I am, but how big everything else is. How big the opportunity is, right? And the thing is the opportunity isn't only there for Amazon FBA, right? That's what the video is called, but it's there for Facebook ads, it's there for affiliate marketing, it's there for digital marketing, it's there for e-commerce, all of it, the internet. We've called it the Wild Wild West tonight, and after you guys see what we're doing tonight, I'm gonna refer to the internet as something else. And Amazon FBA is just one part of it, but the opportunity is so big. So, Sean, I want to ask you a quick question, okay?
Ask away.
Sean does not know what this question is, okay? Without telling the people where we're going or what we're doing,
okay,
can you describe how you feel about what we're going to do? And, like, when we're seeing it, how does it make you feel?
Hands down the most awe-inspiring, mind-numbing thing you'll ever see. That's what I got.
Well,
that's what I've got.
I feel like Sean just really set the expectations pretty high on this one, okay? But here is what I really want to talk about, okay? So, Kale and myself, Kale is in bed right now. Like I said, it's 1:45 in the morning. He likes to get his sleep. But, so Kale and I started, you know, Kale started the Amazon FBA business back in about July of 2017. When we're filming this, it is October of 2018, so a little over a year ago, okay? And by January of 2018, so July through January is 6 months. In that period of time, we grew our Amazon FBA business from zero, from both of us working corporate jobs, to in January, we got to about $80,000 a month in revenue on Amazon FBA, okay? And to be completely honest with you, we thought we were the biggest dogs. We were like, we are killing the game, we are on fire, we cannot be stopped, it is ridiculous, okay? But we weren't at all. Because we've shared all these stats, they're in other videos, okay? but there's something like 2,000 or 10,000 people on Amazon who are selling, who are making more than $1 million a year. And like, we were getting close to that, but we weren't really near that, right? And so one of the biggest things that hits me with what we're going to do tonight, with what you're going to see in just a couple minutes, okay? You need to hang around, because I'm really trying to tell a story. I'm trying to really like paint a picture of what we're doing and the overall meaning behind it, and how we're doing it. So Josiah is my main man back here, okay? He's the other cat with us. So Josiah, here I have like a pretty loaded question for you, okay? So one of my things with going and doing what we're doing, okay, don't share it yet because it's a mystery. One of the biggest things with what we're going to do is that it makes me feel really small. Like, not in like a deflating way, but in like a holy crap, there's so much out there. Do you have any comments on that? Like, how does it make you feel going to do what we're doing?
I gotta think about this for a second.
He's gotta think about it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna tell you guys a story, and then we're gonna go back to Josiah, okay? So here's the story. You guys ready for story time? So, I actually told this on a live stream with some of our 9 University students the other day, but the other day, Kale and I had the opportunity to meet with a very, very, very successful businessman. Very, very successful businessman, okay? And he actually came to our office, and he sat down with us for like an hour and 15 minutes, and he just talked with us. Like, he just chatted it up. And we got to ask him some questions. He asked us a ton of questions. He was extremely interested in Amazon FBA, with everything we're doing on the internet, how we do it, what we do on a daily basis, the whole process, the whole shebang, okay? He was very, very, like, genuinely interested. And we were talking to him, and this is what my question was, okay? Here's my question. My question was, a lot of people who do what we do on YouTube, okay? They have really nice cars, they have really nice houses, it's all over the place, and they use it as social proof. There's nothing wrong with it, it works. They use it as social proof because people on the internet, like yourself, will go and see that, oh, they're driving this super nice car, or they live in this super nice house. That must mean that they're successful. That must mean that they know what they're doing. So I'm gonna buy something from them, or I'm gonna attend one of their trainings or something like that, okay? Well, Kale and I have never done that, okay? We've never gone and bought those cars. We don't live in mansions. Kale lives in an apartment. I live in a house, like, it's not a mansion, right? But I was talking to this guy, and I said, with all these other people in this industry and doing what they're doing and the social proof and all that, one of our goals is to always stay like grounded and level-headed and make sure our egos don't get too big, make sure our pride doesn't get, you know, out of control. And I said, with you being as successful as you are, why are you even meeting with me and Kale? Kale and I are nothing. I don't even know why you're meeting with us. Why are you taking the time out to talk with us? Why are you doing this? And this is what he said. He said a long time ago, a couple years ago, he got the opportunity to meet with a billionaire, and his name was Henry Hillman. Okay, Henry Hillman is this big guy out of Pittsburgh, very, very rich. There's lots of stuff. It's named after him. He's unfortunately passed away now, but like Hillman Cancer Center in Pittsburgh is named after him. And he said one day he got to meet Henry Hillman, and Henry Hillman said, "Can I give you a piece of advice?" And he said, "Absolutely, sure." And so Henry Hillman said this. He said, "Only spouting whales get harpooned." If you think about that, you're like, what? And I feel like I say the word harpooned really weird, like harpooned, okay? But what he meant by that is that when you're lavish, when you flaunt everything, when you do everything big, and you don't remember to stay grounded, and you don't keep level-headed, and you don't stay in your place, in your, you know, in your mind, and you stay small and all that kind of stuff, you don't put a target on your back. But when you get big and your ego gets out of control and your pride gets out of control, you put a target on your back. And so that's what he was saying, is spouting whales draw attention to themselves, then they get harpooned, okay? And I was like, that's incredible. And he was like, so he actually is the person, I don't want to give away too many details because he's a very private man, obviously, because he's very successful. It's actually hard to find information on the internet about him. He is in real estate, and something that we rent is from him. And he said that we're his customers. We're not his tenants, we're his customers. When we do well, he does well. And that is our whole philosophy, okay? We never want to get too big for you. We never want to get too big where we can't answer emails and we can't answer chats and we can't talk on the phone and we can't help people, because at the end of the day, that's why we're doing what we're doing. And when I go out here and I see what we're about to see, and you're gonna see it too, okay? Unfortunately, there's not gonna be a ton of footage because it's obviously very dark and it's hard to record a video in the dark, but there are gonna be a bunch of sick pictures and you will see them. I'm gonna explain it more once I have the pictures up here. But Josiah, have you had any time to think about it?
Yeah.
Tell the people.
What we're doing, without giving it away, is one of my favorite things to do. It makes me get really philosophical, and I look at the scope of what we're about to go view, and it makes me think about my place in the universe and the opportunities that I have. And what you were saying makes me like feel small, but in a good way. And I see this thing, and I think about my place in the universe and what I'm created to do and what my purpose here is, and it makes me get really introspective and look at this thing and go, wow, that's so intense and so much bigger than me, and yet I'm still here to do something. So why shouldn't I take every opportunity I have to appreciate the things that are around me that may seem small or may seem really big, or whatever it is that's in my life. I want to take the time I have to just do the best that I can. And what we're gonna do is one of those things that I use to remind myself about, hey, there's so much out there in the universe and there's so much in front of me to take the opportunities that I'm given and run with them and see what I can do in the world.
Okay, time out. That was not scripted at all. Josiah, I had no idea what you were gonna say, but what he just said is key, because there's so much out there, okay? Amazon FBA, if you don't have the money to spend on a course because you're trying to save up your money so you can buy inventory and you can market and you can do all those things, go watch all of the videos on the internet and all of the podcasts and all of everything, and you can get the information that you need. You're just gonna have to piece it all together. There's so much out there. What can you do with what you have? So we have what, an hour? What? He's going again.
Yeah, so on top of what we're doing, I'm doing it with some of my favorite people in the world, and that makes the experience what it is. If I wasn't doing it with the people that are in this car, I don't know that it'd be worth that much. I probably wouldn't drive all the way out here by myself just to do this. So to me, life's all about the people you do it with.
Bro, we're gonna have to get Josiah on the channel some more, because he's dropping bombs, okay? So we got, what, like an hour left?
48 minutes.
48 minutes left.
48 minutes.
So I'm gonna check in with you guys when we get to where we're going. I'm gonna finally tell you where we're going, give you a little information on it, but I'm telling you, it's worth it. What's up, fam? Okay, so I made a big mistake, okay, a big mistake. So last night, everything we were doing is that we drove to Cherry Springs State Park to take pictures of the stars, and it was this amazing analogy, and it had all these different details in it, and I was filming a bunch of stuff, and then here's what happened, okay? Whenever we got to Cherry Springs and we were taking pictures of the stars, I was using this camera right here to take pictures of stars. And when you take pictures of something like stars, you don't use autofocus, you change it to a manual focus, okay? So I changed it to manual focus. Well, guess what that means? That means that everything that I recorded after I took pictures of the stars, I had forgotten to put back onto autofocus so that my face was in focus. So that means that everything's crazy out of focus and it looks terrible. There's probably like some clips or maybe some screenshots or something. I mean, the big video that I filmed was actually not until I got back home, which is where I'm at right now, this morning at 11 o'clock, maybe a screenshot of me showing my phone at 11 o'clock. But it was terribly out of focus, and so whatever, I just want to explain it to you, but now I'm going to really tell you what's going on, okay? So the question that we're trying to answer is it real, right? Can you believe how big Amazon FBA really is? And here's the fact of the matter is, last night I didn't sleep left my house at like 10:45 p.m. like you saw at the beginning of the video, got back to my house at like 11 a.m. like you saw in the screenshot, okay, in the video that I filmed earlier. Didn't sleep, went out, sat there, and it wasn't perfect. It was not what we were expecting. It was very cloudy, and there was a lot of fog, and so we could not get the shots of the stars that we wanted. But I wanted to use this analogy of space and stars and everything that we have to really try to explain how big Amazon FBA is. And not just how big Amazon FBA is, but how big digital marketing and how big e-commerce and Facebook ads and affiliate marketing and anything online really is. Shopify dropshipping, all of it, how big it all is, okay? Because the thing is that when we go and take pictures of the stars, right? And listen, for some background on taking pictures of stars, right? So when I went to Colorado a couple weeks ago, we took all of these pictures. Bam, 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 bam. Put up like all the pictures from Colorado, right? And it was amazing. We were like 10,000 feet above sea level on top of a mountain. You can see all of the stars, and I really want to get a better camera. Like, this camera is amazing for taking video. Like, it's super sharp when it's in focus. But I want to get like a better camera to really go after stars and stuff. Just because it's fun and it's cool and I enjoy doing it. It's very peaceful. But so in Pennsylvania, there's this place called Cherry Springs, right? And so here's some example pictures of pictures that people have taken from Cherry Springs. Like bam, 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 bam. Like, those guys are obviously professionals and those pictures look incredible, right? So we were like, we're gonna go there, we're gonna take some pictures. Well, we got there and it was super cloudy and it wasn't exactly what we wanted, and I was only able to get a few pictures. Like, here's two examples of pictures that I took where you can literally see the clouds, like how cloudy it is. Here's some other examples of pictures, like you can just leave those, like we'll leave those up while I'm talking for a little bit just so you can look at them. But like, when I'm looking up at the stars, especially in a place where it's very, very dark and you can see, you know, thousands and thousands of stars, it makes me feel very small, and it makes me feel like I don't know what's out there, and it makes me feel like there's so much unknown, and there's so many things I don't know, and I want to go learn. And I'm actually getting a space tattoo on my arm. There's only line work right now, but right there you can see the line work for Saturn. I'm actually getting a space tattoo on my arm. That's going to be a galaxy. I'll make sure to show you guys that when it's done. But you know, I feel like a lot of people feel like that with internet businesses, right? The internet is massive and huge, and there's so much out there, and there's so much unknown. But then there are people who are making millions and millions and millions of dollars doing Amazon FBA, running Facebook ads, doing affiliate marketing, doing drop shipping, doing social media marketing, doing e-commerce, doing any kind of digital marketing, people making millions and millions of dollars. And so, you know, people are like, oh, well, I don't know how to do that, and it's so big, and I feel like it'll take so much time. Guys, that shouldn't stop you. Just because I don't exactly know what a black hole and what a supernova and a black dwarf and all these other crazy outer space science-y terms doesn't mean that it's not beautiful, and doesn't mean that I can't go take pictures of it, and doesn't mean that I can't go and try and experience it, right? And when you talk about online marketing, and especially in this Amazon FBA, right? There are people making millions of dollars. And when you don't do it, when you don't put the time in, when you don't put the work in, all that means is that you're leaving money on the table. And is it always easy? Are you always gonna make money? Absolutely not. You're gonna make mistakes. You're going to, you know, have some times where it's harder. But guess what, guys? We went last night, and it was cloudy and it was foggy, and I couldn't get super clear, super amazing pictures of the Milky Way galaxy. And it's actually at Cherry Spring, it's like rated one of the best places in the world or in the US to watch to see stars. And like, there are people who have gotten pictures of like the Aurora Borealis from there, like Northern Lights, like all this crazy stuff, right? But guys, there's always a silver lining in everything. I went with two of my best friends. I had an amazing time. I didn't sleep, but it was a lot of fun. And I got a picture or two that was okay, right? But like, people are freaking out about Amazon FBA, about how like Amazon is changing like review stuff, like how you get reviews. Guys, it's not as easy as it was 4 or 5 years ago, okay? But there's always, always, always a silver lining. You wanna know what the silver lining with reviews is? It means that people who've been getting fake reviews, who have 200, who make it way too competitive for you to even try to put a product in that niche, are getting kicked out, and it's allowing room for people who will put the work in to go and sell products that will be successful because reviews are getting taken away from other people. People are always like, well, Amazon always changes their rules, and they change this and they change that. Guys, all that does is add a barrier to entry. If you're willing to put in the work, you're willing to be smart about it, you're willing to listen, you're willing to have a mentor. We try to put out information as quickly as possible for you guys so that you're not making mistakes, okay? We're trying to make mistakes for you so we can teach you not to, okay? But if you put the work in, if you're smart about it, all it's doing is creating a barrier to entry between you and someone else. And that does not mean that you can't get started now, okay? Anyone can get started now, but it takes work, and it takes effort, and it takes time. And we've said that from the very beginning, and we have people who buy one of our courses or do something or ask us questions, and then I'm like, we had somebody the other day who was like, hey, I want a refund. And I was like, hey, what have you actually done? Have you tried anything? Have you even tried looking for a product? Do you have anything done, right? And they were like, no, I just felt like it'd be too hard. And I was like, no, that's not the way the world works. You can't just go get something for free, okay? Check out Kel's To the Haters video from last week if you want more information about that. But guys, it's so big. We've shown screenshots. We've shown everything that we can show about how much money we're making. And it's never to brag. It's never to be arrogant. But it's to show you that the opportunity is there. The opportunity is there to blow up. And I feel like I had some good analogies in the out of focus video. And I apologize that it is not here. I wanted to record this because I don't want to put up some crappy quality video that people are going to comment on and be like, why am I out of focus, right? But basically, here it is. Have you guys ever gone outside at night and looked up at the stars and thought, wow, there's so much out there. It's beautiful, it's amazing, it's incredible, it's so big, it's so grand, it's so incredible, right? That is the way that I want you to look at Amazon FBA. That's the way I want you to look at online marketing. That's the way I want you to look at digital, e-commerce, all of the stuff, Facebook ads, affiliate marketing, everything that we talk about on this channel. Look at it like that, but here is the fact, okay? Here's the fact, and this is crucial. This answers the question. This is everything we've been building up towards, okay? I cannot build a spaceship and go explore the stars. It's not how it works. Elon Musk is trying, okay? But I can't do that right now. Maybe one day, that'd be cool. But right now I can't do that, okay? But what I can do is I can do my research, I can learn, I can watch videos, I can listen to podcasts. If I want a course, I can get into a course. If I don't want a course, I don't have to get a course, okay? But I can learn how to use the massiveness and the grandioseness, that's not a word, whatever, and the internet for my favor so that I can support my loved ones, I can support my family, I can do things in life that I want to do. And that is what Kel and I are doing, and that is what we are trying to teach every single one of you to do, because you can learn and you can take advantage of it. And it's so big. Like, the fact is like, if I opened a store, right, and I sold pliers, I don't know why I have pliers sitting right here, but I do, right? I would be limited to the people who could come to my brick and mortar store. But if I sell these pliers on a Shopify store, on the internet, that means anyone in the entire world can buy these. Possibilities are endless, guys. There's always people coming up with something new, doing something a different way, taking advantage of a market, and that's what we're trying to teach you how to do. So if you're here, you are 9fam, and I really hope this video helped. I had a lot of fun making this video. To be honest with you, this video took like a day to make, and a day where I did not sleep, and it was interesting, but I had a lot of fun, and we're gonna be doing more videos like this. So I hope you liked it, and with that, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.